Good morning, tiny man. You thirsty? Okay, dokie. Smokey. Oh, man. Winter. Gotta love it. Confiscated the wife's hair dryer. I was gonna use my torch and heat that up, but going off of past experiences with the torch, I probably should just stay away from propane torches for a while, you know. Don't let me forget to go pick up my wife's hair dryer. I'm pretty good at leaving stuff out. Oh man, now this hose is frozen. It was clear yesterday, but got froze right around this area. Isn't that gorgeous? Anyway, that's hot water coming out of the house, so it might thaw. It might not. I don't know. Remember this hose? The one we thawed in the bathtub all night? It froze in the 20 minutes we were out here. We're gonna have to take it back upstairs and thaw it out again. Maybe by tonight the horses will have water. I'd say the chicken's water is frozen. Get Trip. You have to stand guard. The dogs don't bite them or anything, but Trip likes to hurt them. Lay down. You stay there. Today there's like a little craft, like Christmas bazaar thing going on in Levels, so we're gonna head down there and we're gonna clean up our shop and stuff, so when people walk by they look in the window and kind of get an idea of what's going on. We're definitely not ready to open yet, but we want it to look clean and presentable so people can come by and look in the window and stuff like that. And then we're gonna build some more silver stuff, mostly hunter. I'm not gonna lie, but anyway, so that's the plan. We're gonna start the truck and head on down to the shop and try to get things cleaned up for the day. I gotta put my tailgate back on real quick. There, perfect. Okay, so again, I haven't filmed anything, but I'll show you the progress. Clean, well, sort of. Everything's pretty well picked up, except the dust and whatever else. Yeah, we'll have to work that out. Got the wall done, except for that one last piece of trim. I ran out of boards. Got that trim up. The display, you saw it last night. It's done. We got some ropes hung up. Have everything in this box. There's like, I'll just show you. It's full of merch from the last business I started. It was basically just an online version of what we're doing right now. Good evening. We just got back from the shop and out here putting the dogs away. Go to bed. Badger's mean to the other dogs, so she gets put in her private suite. But I had something that I realized that I've been struggling with, and I wanted to share it with you guys. For me, I've been lacking in self-discipline. And what I mean by that is my whole life growing up, for one, I had a dad that was pretty well self-disciplined, and he passed that on to all of us kids for sure. And we're self-motivated self-starters, all of us. And growing up, I guess through high school and everything else, I always had at least one job, and usually worked for ranches and stuff. And then on top of that, I had colts to ride and church meetings to be at and stuff like that. So self-discipline always came along with responsibilities and chores. And this ranch that I was just at, both in Montana and the one that I was briefly at here in Wyoming, I always had tasks that had to get done. And so the self-discipline came with motivation. And since leaving those two ranches, I make enough money out of town on these out of town jobs that when I'm home, I don't really have to do anything. I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get my chores done before work. I don't have to go to these church events because I'm not really involved. I'm not a pastor or, super involved that way. So I don't have to be there. I enjoy it and I like to go to these things, but it's not a requirement for me anymore. And so self-discipline in my life has pretty well fallen off the bandwagon. I've just done whatever I feel like and whatever I think I want to do. And that's caused selfishness and discontent in my life. And so all that's to say, Hunter and I sat down yesterday and we went through a list and we prioritized things. We said, this is what we're going to do first thing in the morning, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do that. We made a list, and for the last 2 days, we have been pretty disciplined about following that list. And one of those items on the list was no phones before such time and no phones after such time. And we chose 7 and 7. 7 in the morning, no phones before that, and no phones after 7 in the evening. And the reason being is because they're a distraction, a huge distraction. And for me, I like getting up in the morning, drinking my cup of coffee and sitting down with the Lord and studying my Bible and bringing that on very first thing in the day. And that kind of sets the foundation for the rest of the day. And in the evening, I like to be present with my wife and not have those distractions of social media and YouTube and all that. And so I just encourage you guys, if you're lacking in the self-discipline area of your life, to sit down and make a list and prioritize those things, whatever they might be, and try to be disciplined to follow those things, even if it's for a week or whatever. Set a schedule, set a time frame, and try to accomplish those tasks, however simple they may be. You'll realize and you'll come to find out how rewarding that is and how enjoyable your life will be without social media and all these distractions at the end of the day. So that's my little spiel for tonight. Take it with a grain of salt, do your research, and come to your own conclusion on that deal. But for us, it's worked out really well, and I just wanted to encourage you guys to maybe try it. So for these doggos, they've had a long, cold day. And one of them has gutted their bed. Couldn't be you, could it? That trip? Man, you guys have a good tonight. Almost 40 degrees in here. All right, good night, dogs. Stay. Good morning. Good Sunday morning. I just heard yesterday that Nancy Pelosi was resigning, so we don't have to listen to that anymore. I thawed out the hoses, I think, and we're going to try this again. It's a lot warmer this morning, so maybe it won't freeze instantly like it has been. I guess we'll find out. It's like probably 8 degrees this morning. So I'm in a sweatshirt, sweating my tail off. I think the horses are gonna get watered today. So, a small victory, a win. Come on. Success. All right. Hi, Palmer girl. We're planning on going to church in a little while. There's 2 services at the church we go to. One's at 8:30 and one's at 11. And more often than not, we don't make it. Whoa. We don't make it to the 8:30 service. Sorry about the noise in here. It's just Badger. I was asking Hunter this morning the order of dogs that she likes. And she said Clyde first, then Tank, then Badger, then Tiny, then Trip, because she never sees Trip. She said if she saw Trip more often, he might be in the top 2. Anyway, I said, why don't you like Tiny? She said he's such a pain in the butt. He's always into things, and he's always going, and he's annoying and always trying to pick on other dogs. And I said, well, he kind of sounds like me. And she grinned, and then she didn't say anything else. So if I were a dog, I'd be like 4th in line. All right, she's topped off. Try this time. See if we can't keep snow from getting in there. We just got home from church. We're gonna have kind of a lazy, relaxed day.
Relaxing.
A relaxing day today. Just the 2 of us. So we'll see you probably starting again tomorrow.